women often will attach sort of their like, almost their self-worth to this number, this random number. And the reason this is terrible to do is because this number scales are so horrible. And so I don't really recommend it unless you're using it in conjunction with other tools. And what I mean by that is if you're using calipers or even a circumference measurement, and you're putting these into a math equation that helps you determine whether or not you are gaining muscle, losing muscle, gaining fat, losing fat, then you can have a better understanding of what your actual muscle mass and bone mass is and what your actual fat mass is.
Hey, do you have any morning rituals that you like to do before you leave your home for the day?
I'm a very spiritual person, so I literally roll out the bed, I get on my knees and I pray. That is what I do every day. Even when I don't have to go to the gym first thing in the morning, like I'm always in prayer. Like that's my motto: pray, work out, and slay.
If they're trying to lose weight, what advice would you give them?
So if you thought you wanted to try yoga, try it. If you want to try swimming, try it. If you want to try boxing, try it. If you want to try running, try it. Try everything in the fitness realm and see where you land. There's so much to do in fitness. Figure out what you like and stick with it. And I'm guarantee you'll lose the weight.
Do what you like fitness. There it is.
Right. That's what it's all about.
That's it. That's where we get that from. It's just like find something that you like, enjoy, and just keep moving.
Is instead of going out and buying all new products right away, which is so overwhelming and also wasteful, a great place to start is just check the products you have in your home, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, and look on the back and see if they're cruelty-free, just so you have an awareness of if the brands you're shopping from are brands that don't test on animals and that are cruelty-free. They want you to know that. So on the back of the bottle, it's either going to say cruelty-free or have some sort of little symbol of a bunny, which represents that the product is cruelty-free. So just checking and seeing. If you don't see those words or those symbols, chances are the product is tested on animals. You can always confirm that by just Googling is blank, whatever the brand name is, test on animals, and the answer will pop up right away. And so then just when you run out of that product, going to the store and checking to see some alternatives that are, I think that's a good place to start.
It's the mindset. You have to challenge your mind. You have to get control of it, because it's going to tell you all the things you need to hear not to do it, because those are what you programmed your mind to tell you when you don't want to do something. It's like a safety net that you put out there so to protect you, but you need to be able to control it. You need it to step aside and to grow, because you have to keep growing.
You gotta want it. You gotta really want it, though, right?
To want it, and that's the key. If you don't really want to do it, it's like everything else is just gonna go right out the window. But if there's something that you want to do, and you have all the opportunity in the world to do it, you have to do it. And you have to cut out all the distractions. There are a lot of distractions out there. And like I said, I used to party a lot.
You showed up, you're breathing, that's yoga. Done. I think our mind wants to label and compare and judge. So all of a sudden, it's us learning not to compare, not to judge. That becomes our yoga practice. And that coming back to that breath, moment by moment, you're doing yoga already, Tariq. Yeah, there's no doubt, right? But our mind has been so conditioned on what it needs to look like. When you're speaking just now, I'm thinking about how lucky we are to be in each other's life, doing what we do and doing it, not just speaking of it, but actually doing it. So I am for it all the way. I believe only in that, actually. I only believe in that. I don't know any other way nowadays. I mean, literally, I just don't. So it's either we're inspiring someone or go home.
It saved my life.
Yes.
I use fitness. It was like I put all that negative energy into that. Some days I was crying on the bike. Some days I was laughing on the bike, depending on what music. And I just went into fitness. It was like that was the only thing that I could think of to bring me back. I started smiling again. My wife's like, whatever's making you smile like that, keep that bike. Get another one if you have to. So when she seen the effect that fitness had on me, she was like, keep doing what you're doing. And that's why I tell people, and I explain to people that to this day, the outer part is the benefit, the extra benefit. It's here that we got to do every day.
Right.
Even through COVID, even through all of this, I find that fitness keeps me sane. It keeps me sane. It balances me out.
Same here. I agree.
As hard as it is, maintain who you are. I became something that I was very unproud of because I felt like I had to be a certain way. I felt like I had to play the game in a certain way. And I would go out and party with these people. You're not going to book a job by drinking a bunch of vodka and making yourself look sleazy. That's not how a job is booked. And I've really come back into my own, and I'm proud of myself for that. You need to always maintain a regimen. Drink a ton of water. Not only does it help your body, but it helps your skin on camera. But when it comes back to health and nutrition and fitness, it would be a lot of water. Try to eat the most pure whole foods, whether you be Whole30, keto, vegan, vegetarian, a meat eater, doesn't matter. Eat the best of the best. Try to spend a few extra dollars getting the grass-fed or natural. Lots of vegetables. When you cut that dairy, it makes a huge difference. And cut the sugar.
Just for me and the folks in my community, it's like, let's just give something a try, because what we've been doing is not working, right? These high levels of diabetes and obesity and coronary heart disease and my own family. And I started not feeling well and found out, I have inflammation in my body, and I didn't know what that was, but I read and took classes and found out that inflammation is like a petri dish for all kinds of other crazy diseases. It's like, come on in, and so I was like, oh,
right. Whitney tells me that all the time.
Yeah, the vampire knocks on the door, and he can't come in unless you say, come on in, right? And then you're in trouble. So I felt like, let me figure this thing out. I can't be the only Black girl navigating this world of plant-based nutrition. I'm gonna make a company called Black Girls Eat, and that is
I love it.
I hardly skip movement. Like I never ever, like, unless I had surgery, even the day post-surgery.
You're still moving, I know.
I was moving. For me, movement is my water, is as normal as for someone brushing teeth, is part of my meditation and sleep. At the same time, I rest when I move. It's really funny to say because usually it feels exhausting when you watch me, but it feels like I'm relaxing and I can escape from everyone and everything. And part of that is just like, as I said, for some meditation is to keep still and have the mantra. My mantra is my butt and squat. That's like really square. And that from that base, I understood that the power.
I can imagine what's probably going through Whitney's head, because like how you're a stickler for form, she's like a stickler for form and being warmed up. And you can't just go straight into that stretch without being warmed up.
Technique and form is ultra important. In my lifetime of working out and being an athlete, I've seen so many people get hurt. So yeah, I'm a stickler for form and technique, and I'm a stickler for that. And it comes, a lot of it comes from me, looking at myself in the mirror and wanting to do things perfectly right. I'm anal about that. So certain point.
You're a pain in the ass about it.
Exactly. I just said anal. I am.
Yeah. You are, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like you literally give a lesson while you're training me. Like you're not just like stand up straight. Your form is wrong. You telling me why it's wrong and what other muscle is working connected to the one that we're actually working on.